Hey guys, so I'm going to walk you through exactly how we're going to shoot this stop motion video with a pineapple twisting and then going into the drink and then the umbrella popping up at the end. So yeah, I'm going to walk you through, there's going to be some little hacks along the way and some tips on how to shoot a similar video like this from your phone. So these are the props we're going to be using. This is going to be a part of our sneaky trick here in order to shoot it. You'll see why in a minute. This is going to be our backdrop. I haven't tested to see if it'll fit yet, but I'm going to walk through the setup and see if it works. So welcome to my dining room. This is not a fancy studio setup. I'm going to show you guys a few hacks to get these really cool professional looking videos all from your phone. So first things first, I don't know if you can see, but there's a window right here. For stop motion, normally I'd recommend not shooting near a window because if it's sun and cloud, you're going to get flickering exposure throughout your video. And you don't want that. You want consistent lighting. However, today in Vancouver it is extremely cloudy out, so I don't anticipate a lot of flickering. Plus, I'm going to have a pretty strong light beside it that will overpower the window. So yeah, to set up, this is just a regular tripod, and I just got this iPhone adapter. I don't know if you can see it. I think I just got it from Amazon. It was like $5 or something. So you can just use it with any other tripod. Now, if you don't have a tripod, that's fine. I want to show you guys a couple different hacks to get around it. But you do want to set up your phone so that it is very still as you're shooting. Once you start your first shot, you don't want to move it, for this particular style of video anyways. These are some other examples of iPhone tripods that I bought off Amazon. They're pretty good. I like to bring them more when I'm traveling, but if I'm at home, then I'll use my more sturdy tripod just because I have it, so why not? So the reason why you want the phone against something like this or on a tripod is because you don't want the frame moving as you're shooting. You want the focus to be on the objects that are moving. So if the objects are moving and then the camera's shaking around everywhere, because you're going to play the video probably at a high speed, it's going to look super sloppy. So if you do something like this, again, I like to show different hacks because I know everybody doesn't have the necessary like tripods and all that expensive stuff. So yeah, you can just place it against like a canned food item, place it in a mug or in a cup. Those will work perfect. So the trick is when you're doing that, you need to put the interval timer on the camera. So you enable both of the timers in the camera. And what this will do is it'll take a clip, let's say every 15 seconds. And the reason why you want the interval timer on is because you don't want to be touching the camera and then it moving or falling. So with the interval camera on, it'll take it for you and then you don't have to worry about moving the phone and it affecting the overall look of your video. Now, don't worry if it takes you, 30 minutes to shoot a video and you're in half the clips. After, you can just go in and delete all the clips that you're in. So let's get started here. I'm just shooting on my iPhone X here. This will be the last thing we set up. We are going to set up the backdrop and the shot. So I just get these at a craft store in Vancouver. They're called Sayers. However, you can go to like Michael's or I think any dollar store has poster paper like this. However, if you go to a craft store, you'll get like more vibrant custom colors, which I'm all about. And yeah, this was like, I don't know, $2. So this is another hack that I do. I just put a chair up on the table and then I tape down the backdrop like this. Jack, I need this chair. You can see, but this is my light setup. I got this off Amazon. I think it was $100, and what's nice about it is you can change the color temperature and the power. So I don't know if you can notice, it's like really warm there, so that would be like tungsten. And then you can replicate daylight, which is more cool. 5,600 degrees Kelvin. My $30,000 film school diploma has paid off, folks. So I'm just framing my shot right now. This is not by any means close to being ready to shoot, but it just gives me an idea. So this is Instagram vertical. So I want to post this as a 4x5 video on Instagram, and this just allows me to frame my shot before I start shooting. Just so you can see the difference with and without the light. Without, with. So that's why I'm not really worried about the flickering. Okay, almost ready. Okay, so now that we have most of it set up, we are gonna figure out the motion of what's gonna happen here. So I'm gonna explain it to you. The pineapple is gonna turn around. As it's turning and going down, the cup is gonna fill up, and then an umbrella is gonna come in, and a straw, a silicone straw, not a plastic one, and it'll just pop up, and that'll be the end. Okay, so now I am going to blend this pre-bought pineapple, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm not going to be cutting pieces of the pineapple, blending it, and then adding it in. I just want everything ready to go, so the only thing we really have to do between each shot is add a bit of pineapple into the cup, which is pre-blended with this stuff, and then shave a bit of the pineapple off, and then use our ghost image feature to put it back and line it up so it just looks like it's going down. Got it? So a tool that I like to use for creating animations, excuse the mess, this is from one from yesterday. I like using this to pick it up and drop it into the cup. It's a handy little hack. We have everything on standby here. We've got the pre-made pineapple blended with the straw and the umbrella ready to go. And I'm not going to cut the pineapple on the table because I don't want it to be moving everything. We're going to go into our settings and display. And you need to turn this auto lock to never, because as soon as this goes off, you're gonna have to 1, move your phone, 2, and that'll impact the video, 3, like you just can't shoot when it's locked, obviously, it'll just turn off. So even if you turn the interval timer on in Lapse for like every 30 seconds, the phone will still shut down because you haven't physically touched it, even though the camera's still working. So it's important that you do that. Another important thing that you guys want to do here is you're going to lock your exposure and your white balance. This is very, very important because even if your lighting's not changing, when you move objects in and out, it's going to re-expose the shot. So you want to make sure it is locked. I'm going to be set up right here, sitting down, so I'm not blocking the window light or this light. You don't want to be moving around a bunch because it's going to impact the video, the light, even though this is like this is constant, for example, but if you're standing over there in one shot and then here, it's gonna cast shadow. So I have everything ready to go down here, my cutting board to cut the pineapple, and the stuff to like add into the cup. And I'll be crouched down right beside here so that I'm not moving anything. Okay, so I'm just moving those two because I realized if I'm sitting here, I don't want to be reaching across the cup with the pineapple, and it might cause me to move the cup, which won't be good. The thing I would do is maybe move this over a little bit. There we go. So it's gonna always be touching that line, the edge of the pineapple, as you can see. Okay. Okay, another small thing I just noticed, that kitchen light over there is on. And though probably won't see it, it's tungsten, and I've got my, this light is set to daylight, and I just don't want it mixed, so doing that. All right, so we're good to go. We have our shot figured out, the logistics. This is gonna twist down, that's gonna fill up, the straw and the umbrella is gonna come in and pop up. And yeah, I'm gonna manually shoot it each time because I'm gonna be cutting because I have a pretty stable tripod, so I'm not worried about moving it. We are enabling a remote feature soon. So it's February right now. It should be live by March 2019. It'll be a pro feature in the app. So I don't even need to touch this, I can just use the remote. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna do that case, and so you can see, I'm going to, so see how this is up there? I'm gonna make sure when I bring it back, it's gonna be like to the side of it. Let's bring this down and we're gonna cut the bottom off. So you can see it's lined up with this line, and yeah, it's pretty much good. So there we go. I'm gonna add a bit more of this. I'm really nervous this is gonna spill or move the glass. Take a picture. Trying to get a bigger load here. Oh my God. This is scary. Okay. To cut it. So I'm just keeping tabs on where that broken piece is. It's kind of near the back now. This is very nerve-wracking because I don't want it to go hit the glass. I almost wonder if a ladle would be better than this thing. Okay, I think that's good. Good. You've got to be really on it with this, because if you forget to do one without the other, you're gonna just lose the effect that you've been working for. So I started out with like 1 or 2, but now I'm doing a bit more, just because I feel like we're getting halfway to the pineapple, but the glass isn't half filled. Okay, so that's good. And notice I'm still being super gentle as I'm pushing this, so it's not moving anything. Little piece just fell there. Okay, so did I cut it already? Yes, I did, because you can see it's gone down a bit. Wasn't sure if I cut it there, but I did. Okay, a couple more, I'd say 2 more. And then I am going to start adding the umbrella and stuff. Now, if this happens, try not to move the rest of the glass. You can see it's like pretty lined up, so that's fine. I wonder if I should put that on there actually. That'd be kind of fun, eh? Or do I just add this with I think it's pretty full, so I'm gonna add this, and I've just made a little slit. I don't know if you can see it, but, and again, don't move the glass. So it's gonna start here, and then it's gonna go around, and this is gonna stop moving. Again, you just want tiny little movements here, because if you just go from here to there, it's just gonna flash before your eyes and you're not even gonna notice the motion. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going to add some umbrella, and I'm gonna squeeze it up tight. I wonder how I can do this. Maybe I'll have that going at the end. I should have planned this out better. So I'm just gonna do this and move the glass a bit. So if that happens, don't worry. You just use this and you can line it back up. See how I did that right there? It was off to the side of it. So we're gonna start with the umbrella closed, and we're just gonna slowly open it. Maybe that's too much. It's hard to do this without moving the glass, but I have faith in you guys. There we go. Then for the straw, I think I'll add it to the side, and we'll have it go around, and then that'll be the end. Good. Okay, now we're gonna play it, see how it looks. I know right away we're gonna need to speed it up. Then I want to boomerang it. Moment of truth. Oh my god. Not bad. I'm pretty impressed, guys. So I want this end clip to hold. So what we're gonna do, if you want to hold it, is you just go to this clip, open it, and this will duplicate it. And what that does, it'll just, again, like I said, it'll freeze that last frame because we're just adding it in a bunch more times. Let's see how it looks. I love it. So from here you can like add filters and stuff. I'm pretty happy with, actually I really like this vintage filter. I'll do that one. Then you can like add music. You can loop it. So let me just turn this off for a sec. If you loop it, it'll play the video until the end of the song. I don't loop it, I just... Okay, I'll do that one. We've already got our size figured out. But if you want it for like Instagram stories, you could do that. If you have stuff in frame like this, just crop it to 4:5 and then expand it when you're in Instagram stories, and it'll get rid of that crop. We've already boomeranged it, so okay, I'm gonna turn the music off just while I'm explaining this. Without the boomerang, it just keeps going from the beginning, which I don't like because it's not as loopable. And on Instagram, everything loops, so you want it to just go nice and fluidly, if you will. There, oops. And then if you guys want to see what it's like at different speeds, yeah, so that's obviously way too slow. Here's like a medium speed. 24 frames a second is pretty standard to get that real like fill motion look. And that's around here. Maybe that's a little too fast actually. I'll do this one. And then you just export. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you guys like this tutorial. We're always uploading more tutorials, so please subscribe to our channel. And if you like this video and it provided value to you, hit the thumbs up. That helps us get our video in front of other people who are possibly searching for stop motion tutorials. And yeah, if you haven't yet, download Lapse. It's free to download. And yeah, until next time, bye.